Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's third down and inches. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Takes the handoff. It's Cook. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the punt heads out of bounds. They will spot this about the 35. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. going to hand this off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
It's a short completion to the big tight end, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Back in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Crucial third down play coming up. And he finds the running back in the flat. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And one final play before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And you're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch made on the right side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Second down after that completion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds.
Catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room in this drive.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in his first half.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires this one deep middle. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there with just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Defense is coming after him. He's escaping the pocket now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in him. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Throws a stiff arm. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Running back with the football. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. It's a run to the left. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's got his man open downfield. Enough for a first down at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become...
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mix the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Quick juke to get free. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the wide out. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the junior able to get home with the sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 15. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They scored with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Fights off a defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The back's got it. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
To the whole place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Offense cross that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't. Savand, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks like he's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down, and can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Tigers! And they go in front here in the 2nd half.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. offense is back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner is brought down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
3rd down play for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do it.
It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, I I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defense coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
On 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Entering accessibility screen, you have when menu narration option is set to off.
Love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Because much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Auburn. This quarterback on fire today. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
BAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. The ball will turn over on downs. Offense operating from the pistol. Here the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
I mean, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his back. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's tackled right after the catch, but the offense really threatened first and goal at the 5.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on first and goal. Now they take a sack here on second down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate. Close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Play action fake, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a touchdown here by this offense. And I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
And the extra point goes up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. The punt team making their way on the field. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. First down here for this offense. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up. A long way to go for a first down. Defense not pressing this time. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Auburn. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for him here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just...
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. A handoff to the back. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And they're trying to punch it in here. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up.